What's good, everybody? Professor Peters back at it again. Happy January to you guys. So excited for our video today. We are going to be talking about long division with double digits. So that means the divisor, the number we are dividing by, is going to be a two-digit number instead of one. All right. And this is what we're going to be focusing on in our video today. Now, our introductory to long division, please make sure you guys check that out before you look at this video and understand that it's the same exact process. It's just that the numbers are going to be larger. So first thing we need to understand is this. If we have a two-digit number, 9 times out of 10, that means that we're going to probably want to start off dividing a two-digit number. And this is what Professor Peters means. So normally we'll start off with the first digit, right? But we know that 5 is too small to be divided by 24. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this into 55, right? So now we have a two-digit number divided by another two-digit number, and we can now divide. So I know that 24 times 2 is going to give me 48. So this is the closest we can get to 55 without going over it. So this is our first step. We now find a difference, right? Which is 7. And now I look at myself and I say, okay, I know that 7 cannot be divided by 24. So Peters, Professor, what do we do? Guys, we're just going to do the same thing we do in a regular long division problem. The number is too small to divide by the divisor. We're going to bring the next digit down. And as we notice right here, we definitely could divide 72 by 24. But before we do that, this is when I talk about trial and error, right? So we're probably going to want to go out to the side and multiply 24 times 3 and 24 times 4, because we know that's going to give us as close as we can to 72 without going over it. So let's start off with 4. All right, so that's 16 plus 1. This is 96. So this is not going to work times 4. So we go to times 3, and what I notice is we're going to get an exact answer of 72. So I know 24 times 3 is going to give me 72, and once I subtract, there will not be any remainder. So this is what we're talking about in our lesson today, guys. What we're going to do is go over another problem and break it down for you guys, okay? All right, so in our second problem, what we are going to do, right, I'm going to show you a different one. So now we have 90. Oops, I'm sorry. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. We have 1080 divided by 90. So luckily for us guys, these numbers end off with a 0, so it makes it a little bit easier, okay? So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna set our problem up. And what we're gonna notice is it starts off similar to the other one, right? So I look at my first digit and just understand this could happen in almost any problem. We know we cannot divide 1 by 90. No, it's too small. Then I go to my next digit. Now I make 1 into 10. Still too small, right? 90 cannot go into 10. So then I say to myself, all right, what are we going to do? And guys, I just want you to slow down. Just understand. You're going to repeat that step again. So now we couldn't divide 1 by 90, 10 by 90. But what about if we made this 108, right? We went to the next digit. Now we could definitely divide. And when I look at this, I know 90 could go into 108 only one time, right? So let's go ahead and do this. So we have 1, right? So we're going to take away 90, right? And once we take away 90, we are going to get 18 as our remainder, what's left over. But we go back to the same exact issue. 18 cannot be divided by 90. So what do we do, guys? Just slow down. we look at this, we look at what our dividend. Did we divide all the digits yet? No. So if we look out here, we have this zero. So what we're gonna do is similar to the first step. We're gonna bring this zero down, and now 18 turns into 180. But quick trick. If you didn't recognize this, understand that if we divided by like 10, got rid of our zeros, we're basically dividing 18 by 9, right? So what we're saying is 90 times 2 is going to give me 180. Just add the zero on at the end, right? So when we figure it out, we know that 1080 divided by 90 is going to give us a final answer of 12. So I hope you guys found this quick review helpful on long division with two digits. Before we go, don't forget January 11th, this Wednesday, we're going to have our first live stream of this year, and we're going to talk about fractions, division, and equations. So thank you guys so much for joining us again today. I'm Professor Peters. Please remember these rules when you're trying to divide. It's the same exact process as regular long division. This is going to be larger numbers, and you guys definitely got this. Thank you guys.